seen a man cub before. It's so small.
Kira, why am I different?
You are special, little brother.
Yo, peace, it's your boy AdeKwit representing that There It Is Entertainment. I got something else I got to talk to you guys about. I just recently watched the Mowgli movie and I thought it was amazing. But before we get into that, what I need you to do is hit the subscribe button. I'll get back to you guys in a second. Peace. Holla. There it is. And I'm back. Like I said, I just watched the Netflix version of Mowgli, and if you guys are familiar with the story, it's based off the book Jungle Book by Rudyard Kipling. And they actually have a movie that was out in 1942, which I've never repeat. But most of us are probably more familiar with the animated version by Disney in 1967, The Jungle Book. And the story of The Jungle Book is about an Indian kid named Mowgli, who is an orphan in the jungle, and he gets raised by wolves. Then he's also adopted by this Black Panther named Bagheera, and I love Bagheera. I actually named my cat after him. So he's raised by Bagheera, and he just goes through a lot of trials and tribulations of being half man, half wolf, because he's raised by wolves and he has to fit in. And they talk about how, you know, he's affecting the way the jungle is changing, and it's only because he's there. And his biggest enemy is Shere Khan. He's the one who killed his mother and father. And Shere Khan really wants Mowgli dead, because Shere Khan thinks that Mowgli is making the balance of the jungle very unstable. And I kind of think that Shere Khan is suspicious, but what do I know? And there's another character that's a giant python by the name of Khan, and she's able to see the future, you know, in the past, in the present. She's been around longer than anybody that's in the jungle at this moment in the movie, about 100 years old. I don't think that it's just because she's able to tell the future or she has some magic powers. It's just because she's old as fuck and she's nosy. She's everywhere. I mean, fucking everywhere. So one of the main parts of the movie is the running. It's where Mowgli gets the chance to be a part of the pack, which all the other pups have to go through in order to hunt at night. But he does the trial. But the thing is, he's human, so he's very limited as far as the things that he could do compared to the other wolves, as far as running on all fours and traversing through the jungle as swiftly and as well as they can. But he does overcome. He does a very great job. I'm not going to give away any spoilers because I don't want to do that in this video, but I want to actually talk about how great the movie was. One of the main things that I liked about this movie is the action factor. You know, it wasn't soft, it wasn't babyish. There was a lot of fighting scenes where they got it in, especially the one with Baloo, the black bear, and Bagheera, the Black Panther, when they fought each other. Oh man, they were slapping each other around like it was nothing. And they are like best friends, but when they argued, they remind me of what it would be like if I fought one of my friends, you know, because we're in the midst of an argument. So we're just letting all the frustration that we have with one another out. Then after that, you know, a situation happens where it's like, yo, all right, yeah, but we are still friends and we're still riding. I think that was very realistic how that played out when it comes to friendships. And I also have to tip a hat to Ronan Chad. He did a great fucking job playing Mowgli. He was very believable. He's just a little boy and he had so much spunk in that character, especially the parts when he yelled out Bagheera's name, and it almost made me cry. Just a little bit. Almost. No, I'm lying. I shedded the chair. I had all the feels. I also want to give a shout out to Andy Serkis. He did a great job when it came to the cinematography. It was fucking awesome. The way that he got certain shots, and you actually feel like you were kind of there and you could feel all the emotions that the characters in the film were feeling. It was a very heartfelt movie because Mowgli had some hard choices to make. He had to choose from being a wolf, being human, understanding whether he was a wolf or a human, realizing that he was actually a human and not a wolf, and then finally the conclusion that he's neither, he's just kind of both, all in one. It was just really heartfelt to me how they were able to put all those together to make it work, as far as the story being told. And also all the trials and tribulations that he had to go through to come to a conclusion of what he is and how he fits within the human world and the jungle world. I feel like that's kind of how we are in life anyway, you know, because we have different aspects of our life that tend to clash, or we have to find a way to balance them both. And I feel like Mowgli figured out how to do that in a great way. And outside of all the life lessons that I feel were taught in this movie, I really think that they kept it really funky by keeping it to its origin, by having the animals talk. You know, I feel like that was awesome. I love hearing the voices that they have for Baloo, Bagheera, the monkeys, and even Mowgli's best friend Boo. The only real gripe with the movie is when Mowgli gets to interact with other humans. I feel like that was kind of rushed, but I do think that they did a good job for us to understand why he makes the decisions that he makes. I just wish that it would have lasted a little bit longer, maybe about 10 minutes longer. But other than that, I thought the movie was fucking solid. And there you have it. That's my review on the new Netflix movie, Mowgli. Like I said, I thought it was amazing. It was very heartfelt, had a lot of life lessons in it about picking and choosing what you want to do when two parts of your life mesh together or whatnot. And I also thought the acting was great. And I think kids will like it. I think adults will like it. I think anyone will like it if they take the time out to watch it. So yeah, that's my opinion on the movie. Let me know what you guys think, if you liked it or not, if you think it was cheesy, whatever. Also, let me know if you guys want me to do more movie reviews. I'll probably still do them anyway because I like watching movies. So yeah, that's about it. It's your boy AdeKwit representing that There It Is Entertainment. Check out the Mowgli movie on Netflix. Peace. Holla. There it is.